This is Driving Solutions, exclusively on CBTNews.com.
Hey everyone, Jim Fitzpatrick. Welcome into another edition of Driving Solutions right here at CBTNews.com. Dealers, if you're heading to NADA, be sure to check out S&P Global Mobility. With nearly 2 years since MarketScan joined their ranks, they're bringing even more cutting-edge solutions to the table that you do not want to miss. Joining us now is Matt Weiss, who's the Vice President of Market Analytics, Product Strategy at S&P Global Mobility, to tell us more about what's going on over there. So Matt, thank you so much for joining us on the show once again.
Thanks for having me, Jim. Great to see you.
You as well. So it's been about 2 years, as I mentioned, since MarketScan joined S&P Global Mobility. Let's talk a bit about how the organizations have come together to offer enhanced solutions to the market.
Yeah, so, as a company, we've been here over 100 years, and we have 100 years of solutions. And what's great is addition of this MarketScan and bring in the MarketScan team. We've added this really, what I'd say, just organic add to our already great solutions, which gets us into payments and incentives. But the team itself also has just a rich history and understanding from a dealer perspective, how to really calculate payments at a super detailed level. So that if you start combining the payment and incentive information from MarketScan along with S&P's other assets, it's just been a fantastic ad.
Yeah, that is fantastic. You look very good for a little over 100, so that's good.
A lot of moisturizer. I do my best.
That's right. A lot of sleep, a lot of water. But what are some of the things that you're going to be talking to dealers about at the show this year?
Yeah, and this year is really an extension of what was going on in 2024. So as we ended last year, the dynamic market conditions that existed are still in play. And within those dynamic market conditions, it really comes down to, you can't just have one plan. You really have to look at and adjust for the marketplace. And those market conditions that we're mostly focusing on with our dealers are rising and fluctuating inventory levels, unsold vehicles, that cause a reaction in payments and incentives. So not only are the inventory levels fluctuating across all segments, but also we're seeing massive changes in payments and incentives that are going up and down based on those market conditions.
Sure. Anything else that you want to add to that?
Yeah, and then you think about like the EV marketplace, those are continuing to evaporate and change traditional segments. That has a lot of impact with, for dealers especially, knowing which customers are going to buy the vehicles coming to their lot. If you think of a customer that was shopping 3 or 5 years ago, 3 years ago on a lease, 5 years ago on an APR, when they come back into the market and then they're now facing a segment or a vehicle that is no longer there and is now replaced by an EV, this has a lot of challenges for dealers. So we think that as those segments fluctuate up and down, that continuing, challenge is going to continue in the marketplace, and those EVs in general are going to be another area that we're going to watch throughout the next couple of years.
Sure. Lately, we've also seen MSRPs being adjusted. What more can we expect in 2025?
So MSRP changes started a few years ago, and we're seeing the higher velocity of that happening. Those are really a reaction to inflation and also higher inventory levels and new customer base. When you look at that, those kind of as a lever, not just an incentives lever, but almost like a model year to model year change. We think that we anticipate that those will continue based on those factors not going away or slightly shifting. And when that happens, it goes back to the how you advertise those vehicles, how a dealer really thinks about how they're going to propose those vehicles to those customers. And we think that adds another additional challenge in an already dynamic marketplace.
Sure. Do we expect incentive spending will increase in 2025? How can dealers prepare for that, if so?
Yeah, I've got a lot of background on this, and I mean, from both from an OEM perspective and from a dealer perspective, it's a formula. And when you think of incentives in the marketplace, there's a plan, and that plan has a pretty fixed pricing proposition within what that OEM wants to do, and the dealer body has agreed to. Now, as things change outside of that plan, what you get is rising inventory. And when the inventory starts rising, that means you've got to take action. And you're going to take action between your APR products, your lease products, or your cash products. So we see a higher velocity of that change happening. We anticipate that not only the increase in incentive spend will be something that OEMs will have to face and work with their dealer bodies on, but the channels that they go through are going to be something that they're retesting, because the last time that we really had inventory levels rise like this was before the pandemic, and there's been a lot of acumen lost within both the dealer body and the OEMs as to how to really take those incentives and put them in place to make the metal move a little bit faster.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Are there any other new products in development we should talk about?
Yeah, so we're looking at the marketplace, and what we're looking at is how you measure, find opportunities, and really from there can take actionable action into bring new customers in. And we have one product that we're really excited about called Market Impact. And Market Impact's a product that allows you to do that using our rich history and registration sales data. You can look at within very specific PMAs and DMAs how your performance is compared to other dealers and compared to your competitive set. From there, you can actually find some opportunities. So explore the opportunities where you can sell more cars, or maybe you've got some missed opportunities from the past. And from there, we can actually then help you out with finding audiences that you can then advertise to through our Polk Automotive solutions. So we really think that Market Impact in combination with both MarketScan and helping with the payment along with our PAS solutions are something that we're really going to showcase this year at NADA.
Sure. What are some of the other things that you're thinking about ahead of the show?
Wow, it really comes down, I think this year really comes down to the business itself and how it operates. So those fluctuation in inventory levels are something we're highly focused on. And then how OEMs and dealers are going to react to that is something that we really want to keep into play. So if we keep that really focused message of making sure that things are in place to monitor both the stock and unsold vehicle levels within a specific dealer's area of responsibility, DMA, PMA, whatever we'll end up calling it, that within that you're going to find those opportunities, and from there it's like where are your payment incentives strategies going into place, and how are the OEMs working with you? So we think somewhere in there is going to be the focal group or the focal area of what within NADA we're going to continue to talk about, and then from there really it goes into our traditional how do you find those audiences that you can advertise to bring to increase your traffic.
Where can people learn more about this?
They can learn more at our booth, which I believe we have up right below me. And at our booth, we're going to have our MarketScan teams, our Polk Automotive solutions, and we're going to be happy to talk to dealer groups, technology partners, and OEMs about what's happening in the marketplace, some of the new things that we're bringing to play at S&P Global Mobility, and some of the challenges that we see within the entire our entire industry. So we're going to have a fantastic team there with tons of experience. We have people who have worked at OEMs. We have people who have been in the data and technology business. We've got people who have worked in dealer groups. And then if you think of that MarketScan team, wow, they've got some really impressive background with just knowing how to really model a payment, how a payment moves within F&I. And there'll be a lot of people there to talk to you about what's happening within that space, especially with the rise of incentives and changes within F&I products. We've got some great industry experts there to speak to.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Your booth has always got such a buzz going around it. It's incredible. So, and I just interviewed the president of NADA, and he reported that the registrations are way up this year, and it should be a very, very strong year in retail automotive in 2025. And a lot of people are feeling very good about the year ahead in the car business. So that's very exciting. So for those of you that want to learn more, we're showing all the information on the screen here as to how to visit their booth. Matt, will you be there as well?
I will, yes. Okay. I will be there with a fantastic team of peers. We'll also have not only the S&P Global Mobility with MarketScan and Polk Automotive Solutions, but we'll have our friends over at Carfax and Automotive Mastermind there with us too. So we're going to have a great showing, and we're really looking forward to meeting y'all in person down in New Orleans. Yep,
absolutely. You guys have put together such an incredible group of companies, so congratulations on that. Matt Weiss, Vice President of Market Analytics Product Strategy at S&P Global Mobility. Folks, this is the company that you want to get with in 2025. They got a lot of solutions that are working in your favor. So, Matt, thank you so much for joining us once again here at CBT News. Very much appreciate it.
Thanks, Jim. Here's to a great 2025.
That's right. Thanks.
Thanks for watching Driving Solutions, exclusively on CBTNews.com.